Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to some more book chat. Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a very special book chat with you. I'm going to be reviewing Richard Jones's Jack the Ripper casebook. And this is such an awesome book and I haven't seen any reviews on this book on YouTube. I've looked and looked and looked and there are no reviews on this book. So I thought I'd do a really cool review. And the reason I'm going to do this is because it is such an amazing book. It is a coffee table book, so it's really, really big. Okay, it's a really big book. All right, there's my hand. You can see it's a really big book. And it contains rare and removable facsimile documents and memorabilia. That's what sold me on this book. So the book comes in this gorgeous sleeve. It's like a cardboard sleeve, okay? And the book kind of slots in there like that. All right, so you pull the book out. And of course on the back it's got a whole lot of things, and these are the wonderful things that are in this book, these little pull-out things, and I'm going to show you those in a moment. So it comes in this gorgeous sleeve which you can pop your book in and it saves the book. Lovely hardcover book, really, really well presented, okay, beautifully bound, and the outside of the book cover, and that is exactly the same as your cardboard pull-out. Now, the book itself is printed on high gloss paper, and it contains photographs and drawings and all kinds of things, and it's made to look very old. You can kind of see it's made to look quite old, the paper. And it's got pictures and it's got an introduction, and it's presented as if it's a collage, as if you're looking at a scrapbook with all these things, all these bits of paper stuck in, bits of like photographs of the five canonical victims and that sort of thing. And it gives you all that sort of thing. So you've got pictures, and it really is a coffee table book, but it's a book that I promise you, once you start reading this, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't put this down. It's so good. It gives you actual photographs. It gives you little insights into things. And so it tells you about people. This is a really great companion book to The Five, which I've spoken about before. So it gives you pictures, tells you who all the people are involved in this. And then each chapter, each section of the book, you'll find this sort of envelope. Okay, it looks like an old parchment with blood stains on it. Okay, and inside here, you will find, is there anything else? Yes, you will find all kinds of facsimile documents. So the documents inside here are Inspector Spaulding's detailed report. Now, these are actual photocopies of the actual report. You see, there's the report numbers. This is from his report. And there's his signature. That's what the page looked like. So that's the one. Then you've got this here, another report, which you can read, and you can read it to your heart's content. There's the actual official stamp. Okay, this is from the also Metropolitan Police. And here you have more reports. These are all actual documents that exist, that they have created these facsimiles from. Okay, there's another one. And you can read these. Some of the handwriting is quite difficult to read, but they're readable. And this is like actual history, you know? This is like the real McCoy. You have all these documents. And what's nice is they slide into this little pocket or this little envelope inside the book. So there you go. You've got those. Then you continue and you have pictures of the dead women. Mary Nichols tells you a bit about each of these ladies, Anne Chapman. Then they give you all the suspects and these wonderful things, or very gross photographs, and so it goes on. And then you get another one of these sleeves, and in this one you have a lot of the actual letters. Sorry, I am stretching because I'm standing up here. You have these letters, and in these letters, you can see here, these are the letters that Jack the Ripper actually wrote to the police. So you have a copy of this one. You have a copy of, and you can see it's such, the paper is the actual paper. it's almost like the actual paper, but you know what I mean. It'll be very old paper. It's facsimiles of these letters, and of course here is another report on the letters written by one of the police officers. Okay, and then most exciting of all, it has the Dear John letter, okay, from Jack the Ripper. All right, it's got the Dear John, which we all know is the most well-known letter that he ever wrote to the police. All right, so you've got facsimiles of all of those, and so it goes on. You'll get, there's more murders, and there's all kinds of really cool stuff. There are copies of the registers of the police, and lo and behold, here is a third and final one of these envelopes, and I'm going to show you what's in here. This, to me, is the most exciting one. I know it sounds a bit weird because it's, okay, there's nothing more in there. Okay, so this one contains, this is the actual report from Inspector Abilene, or Abilene. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. I would pronounce it Abilene. And this is his actual report that he wrote on one of the suspects in the case. Okay, so you've got this. Then you have from the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police. This is his handwritten note, kind of just saying, you know what, we don't take that person as a suspect. Okay, so on the one side is the letter that was written to him, and on the other side is his kind of rejection of the letter. You then have, and this is fascinating, this is the actual notice that was put up on all the billboards. This was kind of like the police asking for help. You see, we request at once with the nearest police station if you know of anybody who is suspicious. And this is the actual printed thing from 1888, and there you can actually see who printed, where it was printed, and this is a facsimile of that exact note. And then, even more fantastic, is there is a printed on newspaper, which I think is awesome. There is a copy of the front page of the police news. Now, this is very large. I don't know if you can see that. And these are the pictures that were drawn in the police news of the actual murder itself. 2 more Whitechapel horrors. When will the murderer be captured? And this is an actual facsimile of that front page from the police, Illustrated Police News, which was a little newspaper that came out every week, kind of dealing with all the crimes that happened in that week. This is a collector's item, people. If you are at all interested in Jack the Ripper or any Victorian crime or anything like that, this is such an amazing book to get, with all these little extras and all these different theories of who he was, what he was. There's even an index at the back. And it takes you right into today in having a look at the church that one of the victims are buried in, all this sort of thing. So that is Jack the Ripper, the case book by Richard Jones. And let me tell you something. I was shocked when I got this, when I bought this, because it's cheap. I am going to put a link down below to the Amazon. I don't know if Amazon is the same price as what I paid here in South Africa, but I paid about 260 Rand for this. So if you're South African, you know that is, for this, you know that is a minuscule amount of money. I was absolutely blown away when I saw this, when I took this out the wrapping, and I saw what this book was and what it contained. So there we go, a proper review of Jack the Ripper case book. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's been a little longer than our normal 5 minutes, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and you know where to find me. I'm right here on YouTube. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you and both of you next Thursday for some more book chat. Bye.